Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Sexton. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
On the run, it's Goodman. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets open down the middle. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick.
Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Sexton. Unleashes one. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Ryan, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sexton. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Red pass, it's complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Cantrell. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 21, South Carolina 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You've got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the second half.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Akron is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang good.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Coming after it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 4th down, he'll try to toss him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keene. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
On the ground, it's LaBelle. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half, so great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Looking to pass. It's Sexton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all. Yes, instead they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting the hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
He wants to throw. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick this one away.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
First and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
On the move. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And This offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Can we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Man, and you see this in all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. By Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 42, South Carolina 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
South Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short. memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action, trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and
the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. Fair catch, called for and made. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw on second down. Grabbed on the outside. It's Keene. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Out of bounds at the 25. First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 42, South Carolina 17.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keene. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll go to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding him.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect.
The kick is good. That makes the score. Georgia Tech 42, South Carolina 24.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw a fourth down someplace? It's not fourth down, and the punt team's on the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 17 sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Take over. First and 10.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. End off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Using his legs, it's LaBelle. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going for it on 4th down.
The South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3 or 4 or 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jess. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Or you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Georgia Tech 47.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
37.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. 1st and 10.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense takes the field for the first time today. It's a basketball state. There's no question about that. But when they square off for the Governor's Cup, oh, football is big time.
Oh, it's so beautiful, too. And usually interconference rivalry game, too. It means a lot to these fans, and the bragging rights are rich.
Yeah, you're right, guys. It's not just horse racing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. They play a big-time football game here as well. I've actually called this game before. These fans get hyped.
On second down, he'll fire. Oh, he makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, and Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're going to ride this running back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back goes in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They painted the state big blue in a Kentucky blowout the last time they saw the Cards.
And I think it's always fun to watch the response. In rivalry games, when one side gets smashed and they have to hear about it for a year, Palmer, it usually ends up being a pretty good game.
Yeah, they brag a lot in this state. It doesn't matter that either team really haven't been in the national championship picture for years. This game matters.
Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? On fourth down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion from the offense. Here comes the jet sweep. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Kentucky going quickly.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. The give on the inside. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer to the
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They go to the draw. Breaks the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Stone. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Colin.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ashby. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The option. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Jet sweep to the receiver. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 2nd down, they'll... Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Got a big paw on it, and the tip drill pick. Touchdown, Cardinals. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
That makes the score Louisville 14, Kentucky 3.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
Return runs out of bounds.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Governor's Cup. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Excellent field position here for the offense. The inside handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
Give to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Cardinals have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! The Ville taking command as the Cardinals stretch the lead.
Yeah, the Cardinals doing everything right. They're doing everything they need to do. They are looking down their noses at Kentucky right now saying, we run this state.
And it looks like Louisville just has the most composure between the two teams in this game, right? They're not making as many mental errors, and that's starting to show up on the scoreboard.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's now second down.
Second down coming up. They'll try to pop the draw. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run.
The ball carrier is the runner. Picks up 1.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll try to run it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's...
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. They keep attacking through the air. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. A third and long coming up here. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Stone. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Fast motion from the offense. Second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Moves away as he feels pressure. At the 20, he's got space.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Trying to pound it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.